Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life. Breathing heavy, little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Keenum now on first down. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, take 1, last take 33. 4 down. Hey, down. Down. Right, 20. Check. No. Roger. Check. Check. All right. Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Chargers. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? They all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action, it's Taylor. And Green with a catch left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 52's mine. Hey, go Roger.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They go play action with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On third down, Taylor. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Keenum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Roger. finish it hot. Hey, Mike's right. Stand down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Slow.
Play action. Now Taylor. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Take one, last 6-3. Hey, 52's Mike. Hey, go, Roger. Cut.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Keenum.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got it. On 53.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. Eluding the punt. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Roger. Hey, orange. Hey, go, Roger. 22.
Keenum now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And coming out now, the Broncos. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
22.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Keenum now on first down. Powell on the catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Stand down.
Here's Keenum now on second down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
22!
Keenum to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Roger. Stand down.
Keenum going to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Taylor on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He can't get him down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Welcome back now to Denver. Now Taylor looking to throw on second down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Keenum. Open man is Westbrook, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, go, Roger.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Down. Hey, go, Roger. Down.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Taylor on first down. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, go, Roger.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Very left, very left. Check, 9.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's go, let's go. 22. 22. Damn. Let's go, Roger. Damn.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go, Roger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now he opts for the spin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy.